Hey everybody, and welcome to my top 10 movies of 2022. These were movies that came out in 2022, and I definitely watched them. Number 10, we've got Elvis. This movie was nominated for Best Picture. That's how you know it's good. My favorite aspect of this movie has to be the editing. It really adds to the experience to feel like the entire movie is a trailer, and that nothing ever gets properly developed because of the style. That's what the purpose of having a interesting style is, right? I also appreciated the fact that they included modern artists like Doja Cat in the soundtrack of this movie that's supposed to be a period piece. It didn't take me out of the movie in any way, shape, or form. And lastly, this may be Tom Hanks's best performance to date. I really appreciated the fact that they put in the detail to make him sound absolutely nothing like the real-life Tom Parker that he was playing.
We are the same, you and I. We are two odd, lonely children reaching for eternity.
And he did the show on the stage, and the fans made it possible. You could promote all you want to, but if the people don't want to buy a ticket, it doesn't help.
Incredible. I truly have not seen a film combine introspective themes, a striking visual style, and great music in such a way since Pink Floyd's The Wall. Number 9, we've got Jurassic World Dominion. This film stars Mario. He's so cool. It also stars dinosaurs. When the T-Rex came on screen, I stood up and I clapped. Wow, there's a recognizable dinosaur in this movie about dinosaurs. Holy f***ing shit. But this movie continues where the previous Jurassic World left off, where dinosaurs are effectively taking over the natural order again. So as you can imagine, this is naturally touched upon once at the beginning and once at the very end. The main plot is mostly about killer locusts and a Jokersaurus. Incredible. I truly have not seen a film with such a tightly focused and constantly escalating plot since 12 Angry Men. Number 8, we've got The 355. This was an action movie that came out in January, and the fact that I can't tell you a damn thing that happened in it, even though I definitely watched the movie, obviously means that my brain rejected this mastery. I do not deserve to witness such a epic, all-encompassing film. That's gotta be what happened, right? Incredible. I truly have not seen a film with such unbridled creativity since Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 7 is White Noise. This movie was directed by Noah Baumbach, who made some awful trash that you probably shouldn't even bother looking into called Marriage Story. Easily one of the worst movies of these last few years, if you ask me. Now, White Noise, on the other hand, is an astonishing step up for Noah Baumbach. It's about a train derailment that releases toxic chemicals into the atmosphere of a town, forcing people to evacuate. This movie predicted the future. Everything that happens in a movie that turns out to be vaguely similar to a real-life event means that the movie predicted it. And that means the movie can be as pretentious as it wants. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, we are now going live to the board meeting at Norfolk Southern.
Oh, hello, Satan. Oh, Satan, you taste so good.
But easily the best part of this movie is that the chaos that results from the derailment only takes up about the first half, and then it's suddenly dropped and never comes back in any meaningful way. Incredible. I truly have not seen a film that leaves its story so open-ended in such a satisfying way since No Country for Old Men. Number 6 is Ambulance. This is yet another masterwork from my absolute favorite director, Michael Bay. I just love that everything he shoots feels like it's edited by someone with ADHD. I absolutely love not being able to take in anything that's actually happening in an action sequence. Unlike that John Wick crap, they actually have inventive camera work and allow you to take in the spectacle of an action movie. Get out of here. This is how you shoot action.
Shit, guess what?
But you see, the claustrophobic look of the movie actually fits the story because the ambulance is cramped or something. So obviously that means every scene that's not in the ambulance has to look exactly the same, right? Incredible. I truly have not seen a film with such thematically fitting filmmaking techniques since Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Number 5 is Samaritan. This is the single most boring, exciting movie I've ever seen in my life. It in no way feels like the dialogue was written by somebody with a 3rd grade level vocabulary.
You keep calling me the good guy. I'm not the good guy. I'm the bad guy.
And on top of that, Sylvester Stallone's character in this movie has to have the most original name in film history. His name is, are you ready for this? Joe Smith. Me. But the cherry on top is that this is a movie about a superhero, and they combine comic books into the plot by having this stupid kid be obsessed with them. Incredible. I truly have not seen a film with such a profound meta writing accomplishment since Adaptation. Number 4 is Blonde. This is a movie about Marilyn Monroe, approved by Marilyn Monroe's ghost. I'm not making that up. The director and Ana de Armas actually said that. Speaking of Ana de Armas, she really captured the spirit of the real-life person she's playing. Like how when she's not acting, Marilyn Monroe somehow inexplicably developed a Cuban accent.
Just so many! Why did God make so many?
And the writing in this movie is just superb. It in no way feels like the director Andrew Dominik made this movie with ulterior sexual motives, when she's naked in every other scene for absolutely no reason and says the word daddy like a stutter.
Daddy. Oh, Daddy. 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 Oh, Daddy. Daddy. Am I your good girl, Daddy? I'm coming, Daddy.
Incredible. I truly have not seen a film explore a character study with such a unique and interesting perspective since Her. Number 3, we've got Deep Water. Ana de Armas makes yet another appearance in yet another movie that feels weirdly fantasized about by the director. Her character in this, I can just imagine, makes women feel so empowered, since there's no scene in the movie where she isn't talking about men or cheating on her husband or hooking up with other men or how much she wants to hook up with other men or really anything that actually develops her own character in any way. Speaking of which, remember that terrible movie Gone Girl? Ben Affleck managed to redeem himself from that travesty by playing effectively the opposite character. There's a scene in this movie where he drowns someone in a pool with his bare hands and is never caught. You see, this is an alternate universe where fingerprints don't exist. They never said that actually, but I found that to be the smartest writing decision I've ever seen. It also ends with the two of them sharing a brief conversation after another murder. And that's supposed to mean something, I guess. Incredible. I truly have not seen a film with such a thrilling yet subtly interpretive ending since Whiplash. Now number 2, we've got The Requiem. That's the French word for shark. Now you might be asking, why is the title a French word when the characters are American and the story takes place in Vietnam? And I'd say, shut up. I'd also like to point out the name of this movie's editor is Tommy
Aguirre.
He has more A's in his last name than every other letter. This is clever symbology for how the movie's editing will make you go, ah! And this is a shark movie where you don't see the shark for over half the runtime, but when you do see it, boy does it ever make up for it. Just look at this brilliant filmmaking. Incredible. I truly have not seen a film with such well-conceived and flawlessly integrated CGI since Blade Runner 2049. And finally, number 1 is Private Property.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Incredible. I truly have not seen a film.
Do you actually mean all of that?
Of course I don't mean that. I'd rather put my dick in a hydraulic press than watch these movies ever again.
You what?
I made a comment earlier tonight that I somehow know will go out in the published version of this video that I'm deeply ashamed of. If I have hurt anyone out there, I can't tell you from the bottom of my heart how very, very sorry I am. I pride myself and think of myself as a man of faith. As there's a drive into deep left field by Castellanos that will be a home run. And so that'll make it a 4-0 ball game. I don't know if I'm going to be making YouTube videos anymore. I don't know if it will be for my audience here on Simon Cinema. I'd like to apologize for